No, but seriously, don't say his name. Also, if you're new here, hi, I'm Drew, obsessed with horror, and I love talking about it. So, Candyman 2021 is a direct sequel to the original Candyman movie, and it follows an artist named Anthony. And he is looking for any kind of inspiration to get his art career back on track. And that's when he hears about the story of Helen Lyle in Cabrini Green in Chicago, and how supposedly she murdered a bunch of people and then was set on fire. Not before also kidnapping a baby, but that the community there in Cabrini Green blamed it all on Helen for doing it when it was really the legend of Candyman. And this legend is a little bit different than the original. This one is of Sherman Fields, a man who did have a hook for a hand and a man who did give candy to children. But he was falsely accused of hiding a razor blade that was given to a little white girl, and he was beaten to death by police. So as legend goes, if you say his name 5 times in the mirror, he comes and kills you. So Anthony takes all this trying to make new art out of it, and of course, summons Candyman, and loses his mind in the process. When I first saw this a couple of years ago, I thought it was perfectly fine, but I love the original, but I think I was just a little confused with this one. I think it's because they didn't focus on Tony Todd's character of Daniel Robital. But I do like the nice little added addition of that there's not just one Candyman, but it's an entire kind of generation in a way. And that Candyman is kind of a lineage of black men that were falsely accused and killed. Also, there are some genuinely really nasty parts in this movie. I do think the coolest part of this movie is the bathroom scene, where you don't really get to see a lot of it, but it is still really gnarly and really bloody. It wasn't directed by Jordan Peele, but it was produced by Jordan Peele, and it has all of his stank on it, which is good because Jordan Peele is awesome. I think this movie does a pretty decent job of balancing social commentary, blood, and horror all at the same time. Is this as good as the original? No. But is it a worthy successor? Yeah, pretty much. So I would give Candyman 2021 a 7.5 out of 10.